Hello gamers, and welcome to this kind of gameplay review video for Drop System Breach. It's a hacking, simulation, action puzzle game with some roguelike elements by Etherfield Studio, a Hungarian indie developer, and it's published by Microprose. As you can see here, you've got one save file. And we are in the middle of the game here already. I also played with a different account, well, my account, but a different game account on my Steam Deck because there's no Cloudsaves apparently. Basically, what you have to do, you are an upcoming new shooting star in the hacker scene in a dystopian cyberpunk future. There's even like a story evolving in between missions about some sort of mysterious package you downloaded, and also there are different factions and so on. As you can see, we've got $1,480. We have 3 missions available, and we can upgrade our hardware. I will show you that in a bit, our software. And there's always new stuff coming, and here we can choose a mission. Sometimes there's only one mission you can take, or there can be 2 or 3, it depends. Because story missions, for example, you always have like 1. Here we can now see the alert level at the beginning, it's very low. And the source and the target. Then you can see the probable security system. So at the beginning, you basically just have RAM, which attacks your firewall, which is basically kind of your health. And there's a variety of programs, so you can choose a little bit. And then at the bottom, you can see what you get as a reward for the primary objective and the secondary objective. And you basically jump between those hubs, and they have nodes. And on those nodes you can have computers from individuals, you can have power that you can activate in order to run your programs. You can install programs, you can download raw data or kind of like shares to make some extra cash. And you need to run processes or threads on to unlock things or to work on things. And you start with 2 threads, I think, and then you can upgrade it. So I've upgraded it already a bit. Then you can upgrade your CPU power, which kind of increases the speed of the processing, which is helpful, but you need to maneuver around anyway. I play with the gamepad, by the way. It's kind of designed for gamepad, but you can play with keyboard as well. Then I get some extra power, so this basically allows me to start with power already, which means I can run a program on my firewall to automatically regenerate it. I can run a program from the get-go on the log server in order to delete my traces, in order to not raise an alarm, basically. You can upgrade your firewall, you can get a wingman demon. This is really helpful because once discovered, it will highlight the node for your objectives. And then the Pathfinder demons autonomously connect the hubs, but that's only very few things that automatically get connected actually. In the software box, this is the drainer that you can use to download data. So usually you would have, it's usually 10 on a node, and then you have to, so that's 10 threads you need to run, and you create log entries and stuff. Very time consuming. Then eventually this got this was made available, this drainer, super helpful. I could obviously increase the speed, that would be quite helpful. The cleaner clears the logs on the log server. Repair repairs the firewall. And as you can see, I bought it, then you have 100%, and then I've upgraded the cleaner, for example. Then proxy keygen, you can helps unlocking gates. They pose like a mini puzzle. And then you get through, and then the cracker, and with this it's kind of automatically, so you save some time. And the cracker helps neutralizing active defense systems. There are 2 types of defense systems: active defense systems and passive defense systems. So for example here, the RAM that attacks the firewall is an active defense system, which means there are somewhere nodes that power this thing, and then you can deactivate them. And the ICE replicator basically is a passive defense system. and it basically freezes nodes. And in order to do something on the node, let's say like drain the data, you need to get rid of the ice first, and you need to run a thread in order to do that. So much for the theory. Let's jump right in. There's also a time limit, usually. Sometimes there's a bonus, but there's always a time limit. But they are quite generous. And the progression system in this game is really, really good. You start super basic, and then things unfold, and it's always explained to you when something new comes. Then you can check it here in the guides as well. So here, the ice replicator I talked about. So first time you encounter it, you get this information, but you can always read it in here as well. I haven't encountered trap overdrive yet, for example. So there's still, and clamp system I think I haven't discovered. There's still some stuff to be learned. So let's get into a mission, and let's take the noise matrix. Is really harsh, but let's use this one. It's a good effect. So basically this is my computer here now, and here you can see I've got Wingman and Broker. That's where you sell those shares. Then here I've got my CPU and so on, the threads, and this is my firewall. So what I can do immediately is I can press X and install a program. Look at the top left, where you see Nexus, and there are 3 yellow bars. That's my starting energy that I bought. If I install the firewall, it consumes 1 energy. As you can see, the timer hasn't started yet because we haven't entered the network yet. And I can now press RT and LT to jump to friendly programs. And with LB/RB, I can jump to hostile programs. And then below the Nexus at the top left, you see the firewall and the health. Highway basically means all the kind of shares you can drain to make money. Below that, the 3 things are the threads. So now no thread is running at the moment. I could run threads here on this node to increase health as well. You can run a program, and on top of that, you can also do threads. Then top center, you see the time. Yeah, and with Y, you can jump to the Nexus and then jump back. And then top right, you see core. This is kind of like the alarm level. Then you see the log server. Once that's full, every process you run produces a log entry. Once the log server is full, the alarm level is increased. Overload, this installs small programs to overload the nodes. So for example, if you're unsure, you can go here. Let's go to overload. 1 second, I'm blind. There's the market data that brings you the money. Proxy gateway, attack systems, raw data. Why don't I see it? There was an explanation for that. I just can't see it. One second. Ah, here we are. Overload generator and hostile programs. There are hostile programs like overload. It detects your firewall constantly. If an overload appears on a hub, you can go there by simply kill it. So overloads, and you can read it, and here it shows you you press RBLB to jump around, or on the keyboard it's page up and down, and then you can run a process, and then you can clean it. The next thing is the sniffer, and then the noise matrix, and that makes the screen very blurry and stuff. It's actually quite tough. So now we will enter, and we can see we need to complete the jam process on the broadcast transmitter. So we need to find that, and we need to drain all raw data. This is even a bonus objective now. As you can see, time has started ticking, and there are lots of noises. Like, you always know when something is happening. I'm going to drain the raw data here. Other than that, we need to find the log server quickly, and here it is. Let's let's install the program here already, so that we run the thing. I just do it a bit quickly now, and here we can run 2 processes. We can jump here. This is the energy we are getting. So I installed something on this log server as well, and we still have some energy left, so we can run more programs. You have unlimited programs once you've got them. This is a mini game, security interface. Ooh, this is the blurry thing. And here we need to, you see the green things? And yeah, we need to open that. Oh, there's a hostile process running somewhere. But where? Oh, bloody hell. As you can see, this noise matrix is making things really hard. Oh, there was an error, but it doesn't matter. We need to find the noise. There's the sniffer. Let's try to deactivate it. The mini games are rather simple, but they still cost you time. That's kind of the idea as well. Here we know there's a gem interface, so let's gem it already. Here we can ping. We don't need to ping anything. Ooh, there are some nasty programs running here. The sniffers. Okay, let's try to... And we are quite lucky that the firewall is holding rather nicely. Let's activate some more power. Okay, we are still running the gem process. So as you can see, we now ran out of threads. If I had one more activated, it would be cool. Here's the overload running. Let's kill that. And another overload. As you can see at the top, we can also jump to it. Ooh, there's the noise matrix. Let's deactivate it. Here, here, and here. There we go. No enemy programs running at the moment. We can get rid of overload here. As you can see, all these kind of hubs have icons, and then you kind of learn what's there basically. Run some drainer programs here. Okay, there's a sniffer running. Terminate the sniffer. We need to drain a little bit more. And you always get like an audio input. It's a bit difficult now maybe to listen on the stream or also for me while talking. But basically, you constantly get some sort of input. And there is the sniffer. So let's deactivate the sniffer. It's currently actually running. We still need to deactivate this. Okay. As you can see, the highway on the left is filling up because we are draining stuff. And initially, so for a few missions, maybe 2-3 missions, you don't have the drainer available at all, and you need to run threads and drain that thing. And look at the log server. When I do 3 times this, it really goes up. And then you need to go to the log server and manually delete it. Now I've got the cleanup programs running and also upgraded a little bit, so that's really helpful. As you can see, we are very good on time despite all the talking. Highway is full. We fulfilled all the missions. I press Y to jump back to the nexus, and now we can detach here. It was not possible before. You need to fulfill the main mission first. Also, it takes like a second or two to actually exit. So if you are on time, and don't do it in the last second, give it 2 seconds. So now we could buy some stuff, but I'm not sure. What to buy. So let's just go for another mission. We are still good. Acquire the keychain group. Okay, let's do that. So now acquire keychain of 3 employees. Disable all active security systems is the bonus objective. Let's install a firewall already because there's RAM and we will get attacked. Now we are inside the system and time is running. First thing to do is go and look for that log server, because without the log server we cannot decrease the log entries and we will raise an alarm. And there's the log server. Look, it was a bit close. Let's install the program. Let's actually run some manually. As you can see on the left, it says delete log. So we are good to go. Let's install some programs here to start training. And let's deactivate that sniffer. And for employees, we need to go for those user accounts and see if we can find something. There's also like this computer symbol. This is a gate where you can get a program. You just need to unlock it. It costs some time, and if a noise thing is running, it's a problem. This is RAM. So that's the thing that's attacking our firewall, which is not, oh damn it, which is not affecting us too much because of the program I've got installed. Let's check that user account, and here you can see this is one of the employees. So let's get this. Let's open the gate. There we go. You just need to click it once and make everything green. Let's run some training programs. The drainers. There's another log server, really helpful. Because we can install it. Okay, we can't because we are lacking a system deactivated. We are lacking power. Now we've got some because the draining has finished. Here we do get some more power. Let's activate this, open this. At the same time, we are running out of threads. Here we go. Let's install a drainer. Let's open this gate. This is where this one program can probably help. And another gateway. Here we go. Drain that stuff. Let's take a look at the user accounts because we still need to find some. Oh, and those green ones, they bring you more money. Really crucial to get them. And what's this? Data drive. No, we don't need data. What we do need is also when the log server is running full, you get like a warning sound. I can show you. If I can, well, I've got lots of programs installed now. I might not be able to get it high enough. Yeah, there we go. You can hear it. Yeah, very noticeable. So here's one employee. Let's keychain downloaded. Okay, good. Let's check this account. Open this gateway. And there's more RAM that we need to deactivate. Here we go. But we still need a keychain. Must be, oh, it could be here. Yeah, and that's why I think this is so helpful to get this, that it shows you where you need to go actually. We can now detach. Oh no, we can't. There's still some coin to be found. Somewhere. Okay, it's over there on the left. Install programs, but also manually. Now time is ticking. There we go. We've got it. Let's jump back to the Nexus and let's detach. There's always like a small slight time pressure. I haven't upgraded my stuff for some time now as well, so we should be upgrading it. And now we are getting actually like a message. New adventures awaits. Hi there, friend. Do you remember our first job? You've made quite the buzz in our community. See, I told you that you had it in you. You must be busy with your private drops. So basically those missions are like drops. That's why the game is called Drop. I'm not a hacker, so this is presumably some sort of hacker slang. But I have a new assignment for you. It's a simple drop, but I'll be honest, it looks a bit fishy. we'd appreciate it if you could take a look. But it's not like a mission. I will upgrade the drainer. I think that's helpful. And let's give ourselves some more. No, not processing power. We can't afford it. Proxy keygen. Let's get that as well. So maybe we can put that to use. There are proxy gateways, RAM, sniffer, and overload. We need to trace a connection and drain all market data. Here we go. Install the repair program and enter. And there's the log server already, so I could already branch out a bit. And here we go, here we go. We are the swarm. Holy shit. This network belongs to us. We are the swarm. Uh-oh, escape if you can. This is bad. Look at the alarm level. It's super high now. This is cool that it's actually on the video, because it shows the story evolving. But I'm a bit scared now. And the swarm is kind of, you know, the mission, possibly the nemesis. Here we can trace the interface. Ooh, there are 2 enemy programs running at the moment. 3 now. We need to stop them. I think this is really well suited for being played with the holy shit. Our firewall is breaking. We need to get here, and now we actually need to restore it. Run some threads here. They are not adding up to the log server because it's in our own system. Okay, we can trace an interface here and here. And the sniffers are a huge problem. We need to go to the log server actually. We need to start deactivating more of these programs. There's another log server that we could deactivate this. Okay, let's deactivate some of the other stuff quickly. Stop you. Let's stop you. And let's stop you. And there's another log server. Let's delete some logs. Good. We are at maximum security level now because my deletion wasn't quick enough. That's a huge problem. Not sure what's going to happen now. I think the attack on the firewall significantly increases. Let's repair this. There are so many enemy programs running now. We need to deactivate them quickly. It's difficult talking at the same time because it's really challenging a bit, but in a mild way. So the progression system is really good. So where else do we need? Okay, we've got everything over here. Alarm sounds not good. Here we are. This is what we need to drain. Good thing I improved the drainer. And we should be good. Last trace. Good thing this is white because I've got this program. Highly recommend getting this program. Got all the market data, but we need those data resources as well. There we go. We've got everything drained. We can return home. This was tough. Lots of cash made. 590. New incoming message. We are the Swarm, and this was a warning. You were there to be reminded that we do whatever we want. We know the package was fake. It didn't take us long to figure that out. We were interested in how you dealt with the situation. We appreciate your troubleshooting skills. It is over now. Deliver us the real file after you managed to decipher it. Apologies, my friend. We had no idea that it was a trap. Rest assured, the Swarm still needs you. And you know our motto. There are opportunities everywhere. In fact, the freelancers would love to shake things up a bit. One of my contacts heard about your little affair with the Swarm. He might approach you with an offer. Or you could just do what the Swarm wants. This is really cool. So, some options here. And yet now there are even 4 missions that we can choose from with different programs, obviously different targets, different security systems. We did buy some stuff. You saw some exciting stuff going on. First time I went to highest alert level because of this trap. And then I wasn't quick enough with the locks. So the cracker program running on an active defense system helps neutralize the system or break it autonomously. Yeah, I think that's the next thing I'm going to buy and save up for, or maybe the repair program for the firewall. Yeah, this is dropped system breach. Very good progression system, engaging. It's a puzzle game. You can just pick it up, do a few drops, and maybe even on the Steam Deck. I think it's very suitable for the Steam Deck as well. And it will be released on 28th of March. Soundtrack is good, as you can hear. Possibly if it's not too silent. So I highly recommend this game if you're up for like a puzzle action sort of game with a story and also a good progression system. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.